Huh. How's it going, Rackle viewers? So, I'm running a tad bit late because life is fun. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the Discord and pray to God that everyone isn't too far ahead. I'm here. I promise. I live.
Yo.
How far do we get? What happened? Are we all dead?
We didn't do anything. Yes, we are. We're all dead.
Yay!
We're all
were deciding
dead.
to-
You killed us.
We were
It's your
deciding
fault.
to.
Nothing happened yet. We were waiting on everybody because I thought Arash would be an hour late, but I hadn't heard from you. So I was suggesting that since it seemed like you weren't going to show, that we were going to do technically a Xanathar one-shot, but I believe we're putting that on hold to jump back in the main story, if everybody's good with that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yoy.
Freaking life likes to sidetrack me. The fuck is my character sheet? Matthias!
Here's the thing for the witch. Give you more of a better.
Is there a subclass that specializes in cursing people? Because honestly, I've wanted to play a character whose only thing he does in combat is just fuck with the enemy's rolls.
I'm not sure. I didn't read through it all. I just skimmed through it at one point. But yeah, there's different covenants, which are the subclasses that you get to choose from, and then the spirits you get: agony, desire, empathy, envy, fear, generosity, guilt, hate, hunger, passion, trust, sorrow, valor, wonder, serenity, and sloth.
Oh, I've seen this homebrew class. I kept wanting to try it out.
Yeah, I was gonna join a game on Fridays for it, but it starts too late.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. Between Covenant of Unity and Covenant of Shadows. Both of those are kind of
Covenant
interesting.
Charm seems to have half of it cut off.
It starts up above Covenant of Ruin. There's of One Heart and Crux of Desire at 14th level. At 10th you get One of Hearts for Covenant of Charm. But yeah, Shadows has pretty good spells that you learn when you get a familiar. Or your familiar has these spells, not you, but your familiar gets them.
Weird.
Yeah.
So it's like the warlock if your patron just told you you were even more useless by giving you a partner that was more powerful than you.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my cat can cast Pass Without Trace on me. Can yours? No. Actually, yes. Mine can do it. I just have to cast it first. You see?
Oh, I am just set up. Sorry for the slight delay on my end.
Take a
Are
roll.
we all in?
See?
Where we last left off, we had entered the vault, which we had been informed was guarded by a ancient golden dragon, who also bore the dragon staff, which maintained the dragon barrier.
And then we ran into this
Dwarf with a golden beard and dark skin and a very peculiar dragon-headed staff.
Yeah, he looks like a golden dwarf of sorts, you know.
I would also like to pass out this little art handout to you guys, which is the vault doors themselves. I apologize. It's just they put the art handouts
Oh, that's where it looks like.
elsewhere,
Oh, okay.
and I just didn't see it at the time. So there's that bit for those of you that wanted to see the front doors themselves.
Do you think they were really nearsighted when they, I mean, those are very big letters.
And yet Matthias still cannot read them. Hmm.
And yet, Watcher can not still read them.
Yeah, the only person that could read them was me, alright? So worthless, I swear.
Stregobor, only dwarf able to tame elf. Welcome
Right.
back, by the way.
Not gonna say the comment I had in mind for that. That'll get me instantly demonetized on so many levels.
You act like you aren't already.
I know.
I am not yet. I still got my green little frickin' cash marks on almost all
How
my
do
videos.
you? What?
Oh, we
It's because
gotta
he
fix
does.
that.
It's because he's not important enough on YouTube, so they don't really give a shit.
Exactly.
That sounds accurate.
It's like Twitch. I actually know if
Yes,
you're
none.
good on if you're good on Twitch, then they ignore you.
Basically, there's like 3 or 4 levels to YouTube. There's you're nobody. YouTube don't give a damn. There's okay, people know who you are. YouTube still don't kind of give a damn. And then there's like the weird 2 other levels to that. It's like you are known enough to be fucked with, or you're so well known YouTube won't touch you.
Yeah, or you're so well known that everybody in the world hates you and tries to get you demonetized because, hey, they've got nothing better to do.
Hell, that was all YouTube against one son of a bitch about, oh god damn, how, that was almost half a year ago, I think now. Jesus, it's been a while since I thought of that.
Yeah, I know someone who, I am subscribed to someone who actually went through something like that. It's like, all his shit got flagged for,
Copyright.
yeah.
Hey, everyone subscribe to the Pewds.
Except me.
I personally prefer Jacksepticeye, that's my thing.
I prefer How to Be a Great DM.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good, actually.
Mainly because I have self-confidence issues in regards to my ability to be a DM.
Yeah, how to be a great game master.
But you have so many subscribers, Markiplier, how can you have self-confidence issues?
Oh no, not him. This is some
I'm
British
going
guy.
to find you.
Yeah. Now you know how it feels every time you ask me about Legends of the West.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that either our ads won't show or will show at 8 o'clock. So I hope you all have seen my message about having a little shorter than usual
Yeah.
10 o'clock. I apologize, but work takes priority as much as I don't
Well,
want
of
to.
course it does.
It's okay.
That,
Matthias has very short attention span already.
Excellent, that helped.
As long as
So-
you do not throw a clown at me again, that happens to also be Gnome. In which case, attention span will be replaced by blind rage.
We'll talk. So where we last left off, you guys had just stepped down into what seems to be the bottom area of the vault that you had discovered, that you had gained access alongside Edgar, Blackstaff, the Nimblewright, brought by Blackstaff, along with you guys yourselves and your companion Rio. You had made it down to the bottom layer of this decrepit old dwarven ruin to find this, what seems to be a central chamber of sorts. You haven't stepped around the corner yet, but you can see gold coins littering the ground here and there, indicating that this is likely to be the center room to it. And stepping out from around the corner out of a dusty gloom is an aged dwarf clutching a staff carved and resembling entwined dragons, one gold, one red. Obviously an older man by his age, as even this dwarf has wrinkles, which is uncommon, as you. And he says politely and kindly that he wasn't expecting it. And as you can see, the place is a bit of a mess. Perhaps you should come back later after I've tidied up a bit.
Well, I mean, we came down here to meet a dragon. It's really nice to meet you.
it doesn't matter what the place looks like. I didn't know we had to make an appointment to come down here, though.
How do we make appointment to go into vault?
Exactly! It's exactly my point.
We were tasked to find keys to door, and then we found key was not key, strange dwarf is not actually dwarf, and Matthias head hurt again. God damn it. Why do we bring this thing? I point at the freaking automaton next to me.
Because we didn't realize that the person who is supposed to be something isn't actually that. It's something else entirely.
Ugh, Matthias is surrounded by lies. Talking Head spoke true, everything lies.
The aging dwarf steps forward gently, leaning heavily on the staff to walk, and says, well, I'm not sure what all this, and he gestures broadly to the entirety of the group. I'm not sure what this is about, but is there anything I can help you with? Are you perhaps here for some sort of reason, or... Really, where's my manners? My name is Klanghammer, and what are all yours?
Oh, I'm Osriel. Osriel Moonshadow.
I'm gonna be insight checking his name first of all.
Damn it, what was... I didn't write down what Shadow's name was.
Can I?
Yeah, and Shadow's not.
I'm about to say,
not going to repeat that.
Yeah, 13.
I'm about to say, Watcher, can I just point out one thing real quick? Either this is actually a dwarf that's been sealed down here for God knows how long, or it's a freaking dragon you're attempting to insight check at level 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pointing that out there.
Watcher,
Really,
he sounds...
Anya?
Yeah.
Watcher, he sounds incredibly honest. You cannot understand this man lying to you at this moment.
Enya, yeah, that's her name. Her name is Enya.
Oh dear sweet God.
And this is Anya.
No, my name is Shadow. I am Shadow. Thank you, Oswald.
She also responds to Elfriend. Very helpful.
Yes,
Watches,
I can't seem to remember that my name is actually Shadow.
Watcher's a bit on the nervous side as he's the closest one to this creature. And he's just going to slowly open his beak and say, Watcher. Private investigation. No. Actually, no. Just gonna say Watcher.
Yes, and I am Matthias Nielsen, and this is Azure Edge. And
I already introduced myself. Matthias, you...
I said I was talking about the X.
Oh.
Matthias remembers names, especially if they're on weapons.
Sorry, was there a question associated with that, or...?
No.
No?
I literally introduced myself at my axe, because
Sorry,
my axe has feelings.
Gotcha, okay. Just making sure that I wasn't missing something, because there was the silence after that.
Also, this is Strange Dwarf who is not dwarf, and this is... I don't know, I don't care, it's Strange Robot Man. And this is, Oz 2. Please make me stop talking.
Oz 2 pipes up and says that his name is actually Rio, but...
I think we'll avoid introducing the black staff at this point, unless she wishes to introduce herself.
I kind of was under the impression we were all introducing ourselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, but unless she wanted to give a completely different name other than that she is the black staff or that her name
I
is
am
Vajra.
the gray stick.
No. She is not attempting to hide her title, and after you all have introduced yourself, she also, Edgar introduces himself, Edgar Songstone, and Saphir also introduces herself as Basra, Saphir, the black.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can already feel my throat going out.
Oh god, I'm sorry, man.
Fine, I just get some later on. Eretz is on his way. Excellent. Then he'll join us shortly. But continuing past that, Baroque Blanghammer smiles pleasantly, quirks the small eyebrow, and says, "Well, it's most excellent to meet all of you. How did you find yourselves here?"
Matthias was hired at bar.
We heard that there was,
It's a
Well,
quest.
I mean, a lot of things, really.
It was a quest for our friend, the Black Staff here. She has asked us to come investigate. So we are doing a quest for her.
Suddenly put on the spot a little, Blackstaff stands a little straighter and says, yes, I was under the impression that this was a long forgotten vault filled with filled coffers. Coffers filled with money taken from water.
And to add to her words, I'm going to open my beak and in the voice of Rainer Neverember, my father, Lord Neverember, embezzled a large amount of money during his time as Open Lord.
This group meets some very strange people.
Money would be nice, but I mean, meeting a dragon would be pretty cool too.
Baroque Klinghammer gets a sort of sad look on his face, if you could call it that, as though he's regretful of something.
I'm gonna have to eat these bitches.
Right?
Damn, they figured out our secret.
Game's over. Might as well.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage is just, he puts us at the final level of the dungeon and we have to crawl our way back out.
God, that would be awful.
Yeah, it really would be. Yeah.
Yeah, because no teleportation magic can be used to get out.
Correct.
I didn't know that.
I was out of character. Anyway, obviously. But yeah, can't use teleportation magic in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
I kind of figured it was something like that. There had to be some way to keep players actually in the damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the conditions and such. But anyways, like I said, Klinghammer looks a bit put off, a bit sad, and says, I understand that the gold was taken improperly, but I have been charged with its care and its ownership until the man who agreed to the deal comes back.
Matthias's question.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I literally pictured Matthias raising like a finger, like a almost like.
Yeah.
And I
crazy.
literally just did that in real life. I have no idea why.
I do it too, you know.
Anyway, Matthias's question. What if man is unable to come because he is no longer able, probably due to death or something?
Is Dagalt Neverember perished? Has he perished?
I don't know. Has he perished?
Don't know. No one has seen him in a while.
Well, that's because he moved to Neverwinter. He skipped town and became Lord elsewhere.
No, I knew that. I wasn't gonna say that in character because
Gotcha.
that's something.
Are you part of a noble family though? Wouldn't you have actually like known that somehow?
That's exactly my point. She's not gonna say this in, you know, like, play the dumb card here for a moment.
Okay, no,
That's-
I follow you. You
that's
don't
all-
want to tell the dragon that he skipped out on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I definitely do not believe that would be possible.
No.
Oh,
He said he would call.
wait, friends, bar owners know other Neverember, correct? Yes, would other Neverembers suffice? Yes?
Well, that could possibly fit the criteria, but I'm uncertain if that really fulfills the pact I made. He seems hesitant and unsure of himself. Blackstaff steps forward and says, even if it doesn't fulfill a pact, whatever your bargain was, the money was wrongfully taken. Surely that would be enough to...
It's true. We only wish to give coin back to rightful owners.
Well, I mean, Mostly, I mean, wouldn't there be some sort of compensation for all of our hard work?
Where's
I
my?
think we all just turn
hold on.
over and just stare
I'm
at
about
you.
to say, where's my athletics check to fucking put you in a headlock?
I'm just saying, like, it was really hard to find this. Is this it?
No, this is not it. She points to the area that they're in. That is the Guardian that we were told is here.
Well,
Obviously.
yeah, that's the dragon.
That's a dragon.
Yes. Well, obviously it doesn't look like a dragon because the dragon probably wouldn't fit down here, so the dragon had to take the shape of something else, a form of something
mean,
else.
Dragons can
He's
take other
just being
shapes.
nice to us. It would be pretty intimidating to me if he was like, "Oh, like dragon."
I just motion at the walls and at the space we're in.
That's pretty much it. There's probably more around the corner.
But with that, Watcher's going to look to
Be right
this,
back.
going to look to, quote unquote, Barack,
Hello.
and essentially. Hi.
Hey, Linda, what's up?
Okay,
He forgot to mute
Fine.
himself.
But anyways, I'm going to look to this dwarf, cock my head, and says, "The pact I made," and then I just mimic the sound of scribbling on paper, as if to ask, "Could we see it, or can you write it down so that way we could understand the pact?"
He pauses for a moment, considering it, before shaking his head slightly and saying, "It was not a contract, as you people like to make. It was simply a agreement. I would watch over the gold for an undetermined amount of time until either Lord Neverember or his appointed vassals come to retrieve it. In return, I was awarded a few gifts."
And, well, I don't know. Hold on.
Osriel has just enough manners not to ask, but you can tell that he really wants to ask him what he got.
Would vassals be considered other noble houses that worked with him then? Or people that, you know, he had, like, from other noble houses that he would have appointed to work with him?
That could be acceptable if such people either serve him currently or served him as the Open Lord.
Well, my house served the Open Lords and still does, the current and former Open Lords. Would...
If you're trying to convince Klinghammer about your lineage allowing you the right to access,
Yeah.
I would ask for a persuasion check, please.
Could I aid her?
What are you saying to aid her?
I mean, it's true. She's a really hoity-toity, like, noble lady.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm back.
You're
Welcome
good.
back. How was Wanda?
Linda, that's my boss over at the cafe I work at.
Fantastic. You joined us back just in time. Shadow is about to make a plea that because of her noble lineage in connection to the Open Lord, because the dragon revealed that only Lord Neverember or his appointed vassals are allowed to have gold. Shadow's making a plea that her family, working for the Open Lord presently and previously, should count.
Oh, good
She-
boy.
Going to make a charisma persuasion check for me, please, aided by
Everybody.
Osriel's half-hearted attempt.
16.
Ooh.
Thankfully. Really, we'll see how it works.
I mean, you're not lying per se. We have worked
No,
with Neverember
I'm
in the
not
past.
lying.
That's why it's a persuasion check.
Yeah. That's exactly why it's a persuasion.
At the same time, that's an ancient fucking golden dragon.
That is also true, but still. I mean, but her family had worked for the Open Lord for generations, so it's not hard to put it into perspective that her family at some point had worked for Neverember
Right.
before he fled town.
Klinghammer pauses for a moment, rubbing his neon yellow beard
Damn it, dog.
in consideration, before saying, well, I suppose I can see some reasoning behind that, but I would like to know that the gold is going to be, as has been said, I am aware that it was wrongfully taken. I would like to know that the gold is going to be put back into...
I feel like we all just turn and immediately point to Blackstaff.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to... We plan to give it back to the town.
She literally runs entire city. By herself.
She runs the Blackstaff, and it's her job to make sure things run smoothly, but yes.
And there would be no contesting of the gifts that I was previously given?
None at all.
Well, I mean, like, you weren't given, like, dominion over the city and, like, people's lives, or nothing, like, bad, or
No,
in, or...
Some of the
not
treasure.
at all. Not at all. Just the staff. And he lightly taps the staff he holds on the ground.
I'm assuming
that
Osriel
staff.
does not know a story about this staff.
This
It is
stuff,
worth
yeah.
asking the DM.
This staff, which you could know a story of if you would very much like to, was the staff made by the first archmage of Waterdeep, known as Agiharon. This was the staff he used to basically lock a missile onto the city, preventing dragons from entering unless circumstances were met. This is the dragon staff of Agiharon.
I don't want this to sound rude, but isn't that the staff that, like, makes the missile around the city stay up?
It's a very pretty stick.
Stuff.
I mean,
Stick
I'm
staff.
not saying that anyone in this room isn't trustworthy. I'm just saying that, that's kind of like got a lot of people's lives riding on it. Would you be leaving the city?
No, I think I would remain in the city for at least some time. If I can no longer have a horde to guard, I might try to secure my own peacefully. Or simply enjoy the sights. I've been trapped down here for what seems like ages.
God damn it, I miss Dragonborn.
But
Wolf,
right.
Believe me,
Try
I am
to find
tempted.
Volt. You'll need place to put, you'll need place to put Horde.
So Matthias,
Yes?
Matthias just had a really, really weird but intriguing idea. Well,
I'm listening.
if you wish maybe in future to find future horde, we do know Eyeball Guild that probably has pretty decent haul of horde. Won't lie. They are Thieves Guild, and nobody would miss them. I'm totally not trying to sick an ancient dragon on the Xanathar Guild at all. I have no idea what you're talking about, Sits my tea.
I mean, all of that's true. They did steal all of their money, and they have a lot of it.
They are quite a nuisance. Has tried to kill us, and many other people, many times.
They have killed many people.
Yes, including old bar owners, Robot Man and Dwarf who was infatuated with Metal Box.
You're giving it a amazing point.
I would like to aid and inspire. If he's making a roll, I'd like to do everything I can to
You know what? Yeah, let's see this. I want to see Matthias make me a charisma persuasion check at advantage because you're being aided and such.
You
With-
also have guidance and inspiration.
I'm probably going to need them because I got -1 to this crap. But let's see what it rolls. Yeah,
Okay, 4 plus 1.
It's
5.
fine.
Where's my inspiration? I think it's just D6. Okay, so you're at an 11.
11. It's a
I-
basic step
against an ancient dragon.
against an Asian dragon.
It's
Um,
only a suggestion.
he seems to genuinely consider it, if just for a moment, and says, "Well, I would be uncertain about taking the lives or taking the money of others force, but I appreciate the suggestion."
Even
But-
Axe says it would be a good idea. He is not fan of Xanathar Guild. And Axe knows law.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. So you're gonna make a dragon's horde, honestly? Like, with hard work? I want to learn this secret. Like, what's your stock options?
Well, it's all about buying low and selling high,
And
and
he's going to Blue Alley.
Buy in
Using my future knowledge to invest in Amazon now,
Okay.
while it's little.
When it's just being in a garage and a dude on a computer.
Yeah.
Wait, was that how it started?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it
huh.
always starts.
Yeah, dude, that's how Microsoft started, that's how Apple started, that's how Amazon
That's how
started.
That's how Yahoo started.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yahoo's Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's full of yahoos.
AOL, Google.
so
I can tell you the truth about it, but it would get you demonetized.
That is also true.
Sad fact.
Klinghammer considers everything you've put before him for a moment before nodding and tapping the staff lightly on the ground again and says, "I think we can reach an accordance then. If you would be putting the gold back to the city, and we do indeed have a vassal of Never Ember's previous staff at the very least here with us, I think it all's fair for you to take the gold."
Ha!
How?
When you say here with us, what do you mean, Hylock?
Shadow.
Shadow.
Krasive! This is great news to Matthias.
Plus a major political figure that is Blackstaff.
Yeah.
So,
It's a great day. We befriended ancient gold dragon who looks like dwarf. It's a great day. We also still have dwarf that is not dwarf. It's a very strange day still.
so Autonex, Klinghammer, whatever you want to call him, really, folds one arm behind his back and gently uses the staff as a walking stick as he moves back around the corner. He says, "Please, just follow me."
Okay.
Did anyone else suddenly get like really fucking nervous?
Osriel
Yeah, I
is
know.
just right next to him and like asking him, "So, I mean, like, you must know a lot of history. What all have you been a part of? Like, anything cool? Like, what's your favorite part? What's the coolest thing you've ever seen?"
My apologies. He talks a lot when he gets interested in things. Usually
No, you don't
women.
understand. This is like a really, I don't want to say like a really elder dragon. You know, you must have seen a lot.
I once saw a silver dragon rip a green one from head to tip.
Oh, wait, Matthias is not interested in story.
We can recall the past later. For the moment, please. And he gestures around the area. And as I described a bit quickly last, you guys can see that although deep underground, this vault is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools.
How's there sunlight down there?
Ornate columns support a 30-foot-high vaulted ceiling, which is adorned with carvings, dwarves basking in the presence of their god, and deep alcoves line the walls. Piled in one of them is a vast golden trove, at least several hundreds.
Wow.
And to answer your previous question, Klinghammer turns to look to you and Oswald and says, "You know, I've been wondering that for the past years. Honestly, I'm quite surprised that it makes it all the way down here."
what does the air smell like up there? Is it the same air too? Or like with the sunlight? Or
You mean on the ceiling, or?
well, yeah, if the sunlight's coming in here, is air coming in here? I mean, it doesn't smell like a fish market to me, but my nose isn't as good as yours.
Well, yes, the air is flowing freely here. While I can hold my breath for some time, I assure you that decades is not enough. Or decades would be too much.
Matthias once held his breath for 10 full minutes. Granted, I only remember first 3. But I'm assuming I held my breath for full 10 minutes, because I was not around.
So you guys have a large alcove filled with hundreds of thousands of gold coins. Dragons, if you'd like. You guys have supposedly solved the dragon heist. Aha.
Yay.
Now comes the matter that old school DMs love to bring up. How are you guys going to carry all this gold out?
Is this solely gold coins?
The nimble right will carry it.
It is solely gold. Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
The nimble right will carry it all.
TLDR, we didn't do like I told you we was doing. Shadow convinced the dragon that she was higher up that worked for Neverember.
I
My
mean,
family worked for Neverember back when he was Open Lord.
so we are figuring out how to carry the gold out. That's
Yeah, we gotta carry it all out now.
Klinghammer seems to have agreed to let you guys have the gold with a few simple conditions. That the gold be put back into the city and that his previous gifts of staff go uncontested. And really, it's up to you guys how you want to carry this out.
Does anyone have?
Bag of holding?
Nope.
Well, the largest container I have is I have a couple of costumes.
I have a... Wait, no. Wait. That could work. I don't suppose there's like any like stored in chests or anything, right? We couldn't be that lucky.
It is a loose
Oh.
pile that dragon probably slept on a lot.
I have the levitate spell once a day through the instrument. So I could
I
In
have
terms of
levitate like
pounds.
We need a
unseen
tensus
turban.
floating disc. is
I
what
was about to
we
say,
need.
I don't know about the rest of you, but Matthias is literally just going to the nearest pile and just filling his backpack up until I hit. The exact number is going to be 9,350 gold coins
In a backpack.
In a backpack.
in a backpack.
I mean, I've got... Oh, fuck. I don't think that's saved from last week. My notes from last week didn't save. Figure.
How about you guys? But I know my backpack can easily carry over 200 pounds.
I mean, we're talking about a backpack with limited space. I doubt you can actually fit that much in it. Like,
It's okay, Matthias will carry less than arms. It's fine.
I'm just gonna look towards the black staff because I assume that she had something for this, considering.
I also still have a dead gazer on my hip, apparently.
Oops. I'm going to click that, but it's okay. It's in secret.
That worries me.
Anyways, so I would also mention to you guys that you can do this in multiple trips. I mean, you have the vault open, you are free and clear. The Guardian itself has agreed to let you guys carry this out. So really, you can take as many trips as you need, or as many as you think reasonable, as long as
Yeah,
Cedar
taking numerous
up above
trips
you.
is what worries me.
wait, can
how?
can we just summon a bunch of guards? She's the black stuff. She can just get a bunch of guards to come in and take the gold.
That's also a lot more hands that might be pilfering some, too, as well. Let's remember, we're dealing with an ancient golden dragon. If he catches whiff of one stealing, the entire deal could go off.
Wait a minute, black stuff. I mean, just use your magic to like poof it all. Know where it goes now.
Back to her tower. So
You
we
lazy bum.
Then we could discuss our Share. No.
Osro kind of looks up a little confused as he puts the last of the 5,700 gold pieces into his pocket.
I'm glad that the only one that did the math on the weight carry limit.
I have a 9 strength. That's as much as I can carry.
I keep telling you, Oz, you need to go to gym with Matthias. We get you bulked up. Ladies will love it. Yes.
I was readjusting my notes from last time from the gold that I found.
I came here utterly broke, so this is hilarious to me.
Well, no, the urns that we found that I was going through last week, I had found sapphire gems. I forget how many of those
Oh wait, we have urns.
we had.
They
Yes,
were crumbling, weren't they?
I believe so. I took everything out of them and stuffed it in my bag.
Damn.
They were just 5 copper urns that could be reused, actually, but they were
Okay, so
just
the urns
5
can
of
be
them.
So.
Yeah, but I would also toss in that they were previously filled with it was also now laden in your pockets, adding on to your carry weight.
Right, exactly. That's why I'm trying to figure out exactly how many, what it was. It was 5 tourmaline gems, 200 copper, 600 silver, 250 gold, and how many sapphire?
I believe it was 33 sapphire.
Okay.
Top of my head. I
I'm
should have
gonna-
posted it for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 2,145 gold pieces.
There's no
So
one
I-
doing the math.
I just don't think that me using a levitate spell on a container would work. It only lasts for 10 minutes. And you don't want it just dropping in the middle of Waterdeep.
That and we freaking had to jump, skip, and hop across a bridge to even get to this
Yeah.
point.
But,
How
I mean,
much
come on,
would those
Blackstaff,
5
just use
urns-
your magic.
How much would those 5 urns weigh?
The 5 urns, I would say
With
each
everything in it,
one
so.
would be, or with everything in it. I
Yeah.
don't know the math on that myself right now.
Okay.
I would toss in that. Sorry, in response to the Blackstaff bit, teleportation and sending does not work within this area as.
I mean,
Oh.
just make like one of them portals that you can walk through and it goes somewhere. Just make one of those and we'll make a couple of trips.
Awesome. Oh, I remember what I wanted to ask. Are you guys filling your coffers up to like encumbrance? Like, are you actually like?
No, but barely on the limit.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Also, I'm Matthias, for fuck's sake. I give no shit.
So I can carry 90 pounds. I have 89, 96 right now.
I won't even tell you the amount I can carry and how much I had before this, but I give you a hint, it was kind of a startling couple of numbers. Matthias
So you
isn't
got-
carrying a lot.
So you guys are filling packs, or pockets, bags, and every sort of container that you
Wait,
have.
wait. I have a bunch of shit. I want to start, well, throwing shit out. I don't need a bedroll. Fuck that.
I don't need a bedroll, we have beds.
I don't know exactly what my carrying capacity is. I don't know how to.
It's actually a good point. Why the hell do I have a bedroll on me? Actually, no, wait, no, I don't. I got rid of that. Ah,
I don't need rations.
Yes, you do.
Not
Okay.
right
Actually,
now.
I think I bought most of mine. Either way, while they're off looking at the gold pile, I'm gonna move up to one of the, like, these are adamantine pillars, or is it all stone?
These are all stone, I believe, but I can easily double check.
But are there areas of, like, adamantine areas around here?
The doors were adamant.
Okay.
I believe. Yes, it seems like everything else was stone except for the door.
Osriel's kind of talking to the Blackstaff later. She's like, once this place isn't occupied anymore, those doors, they're worth quite a bit. Just saying. Historical value, I mean, it's like 3 feet by like 20 by 15 of like adamantine.
She nods, not arguing the point. But it's still a matter of getting out of here for now and coming.
Yeah.
Blackstaff suggests that if it's simpler and easier, that she can gather up a select few and perhaps even purchase some magical equipment, such as bags of holding, and have those provided to make this collecting a point easy.
And those fuckers can carry almost double what I'm carrying now, each.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, thank you so much for offering to buy me a bag of holding. That's very kind of you. I would be happy to assist you.
Oh, as you can buy your own. Yeah, that's
Terrible.
And
yeah. Osriel is not going anywhere. I'm just gonna like now that I've got like my backpack full, I'm just gonna sit down with an open notebook and a quill and just talk to this ancient dragon for as long as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. I managed to get 6,500 gold into my bag.
With all of your long years, what would you say the secret to happiness is, and what would you say the best part about being a gold dragon is?
So as Osriel is questioning
the
Bottle.
dragon on the meaning of fucking life, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, if you met like a 4,000-year-old golden dragon, like, what would you fucking ask him?
Well, I'm not gonna ask him what is the meaning of happiness when he's been trapped in a fucking vault for God knows how long.
Well, he knows what he missed.
Hidden gems, probably.
The dude literally slept on thousands upon thousands of golden fucking coins. That's his happiness.
So just as Osriel is speaking with the dragon, and Blackstaff has suggested leaving and purchasing some bags of holding to make this more convenient and coming back. What do the rest of you want to do? Are you guys just wanting Blackstaff to run out and do an errand for you, or are you wanting to leave with what you have, or leave behind the gold you picked up now and go out and get a bag of holding back?
I guess let her go get the bags of holding, and we'll stay here and guard the.
Matthias!
Yes, I
You
am
don't want
Matthias.
her to be walking around the streets at night on her own, do you? I give you a wink.
Oh. Oh! Oh! No! Matthias will gladly be escort. Yes, yes. I say as I literally jingle my happy fucking suddenly gold-laden ass over.
This is going to be something I publish. I don't know what it will be, but like conversation with an ancient golden dragon, Osriel Moonshadow.
Side story: the idiot and the black staff. So I think that's going to be the thing. I think the majority of us are going to be staying here and just like, I don't know, counting or talking to the dragon. Matthias, and if anyone else that wants to come, is going to be escorting Blackstaff to get all the things and stuff that we need. Just to make sure that she's not alone in doing this.
Okay. Anybody or
Does your bro ask? Tell her maybe you should ask her out.
No, it's lawful good. There's no way in fucking hell it would. If it did anything, it'd probably be going over who the fucking best cleric is for a marriage ceremony. Or paladin.
is anybody else joining Fear and Matthias as they run this errand, or are you guys staying here counting coin and talking with Auranax?
Well,
Let's stay.
here's the thing with Watcher, and yes, me. Like, throughout all of this has just been too easy. And now we have a completely open vault door into this area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy someone
So-
else caught on to that thought, so I didn't have to metagame
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So Watcher has been sidling away from the rest of the group. You've seen my token.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially my idea is to essentially to stealthily go through the vault, trying to not garner any notice if anyone has come up. And if no one has, I'm going to just be watching the front of the playhouse itself because something about this just is off.
Yeah, like
It
out of
just
character, I
feels
agree with
easy.
you completely. But Osriel's bardic flaw is I can't resist a secret or a good story.
And what better than an ancient golden dragon in a locked away hidden vault?
Yeah.
Yep.
Matthias,
And-
thankfully, is a love-struck idiot, so I'm happy to be on escort duty.
Shadow's gonna just guard the entryway to where they are. And she's gonna keep watch there as best she can.
Like, can I insight like his answers and be like, is this like, do they line up with what Osriel thinks and a ancient golden dragon would be? But like when I ask him the secret of happiness, he doesn't say like turnips.
No, he's not being like antagonistic or anything. It's this. If you want to try to combat his persuasion with your insight, you're more than welcome to.
Hell
Again.
yeah!
Ancient
Don't
golden
you
dragon.
Don't you talk that way about turnips?
No, that's a
No.
secret to long life, not happiness.
I just have like the googly anime eyes, and I got my ankles crossed, and I'm just jotting things down in my
Cabbages.
notebook.
It's cabbages. You know what happens when you knock over a cabbage cart?
Oh,
I
some
mean-
poor man's entire life is just in complete
Is ruined.
shambles. And it
He
happens
did
so
own a
much.
My cabbages.
Strangely enough,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead. What is it?
It's just adding to my wanting to leave to scout the area and watch. Along the bridge to enter this area, I would have left behind ball bearings on that bridge.
Okay. I would toss in that the bridge itself doesn't have any railings or lip to it, so it is quite possible for at least some of them to have rolled off at some point. So you're leaving those on the main bridge, the bridge you guys entered in from?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the ledge.
I'm assuming you told us this.
I didn't tell you guys anything. I was the first out.
This is going to be an interesting dexterity check.
Well, you can. Well, dark, so we'll see. All right.
My
so
axe close.
Let me hear the plans again. So it's Matthias and Blackstaff heading out on a night errand, while Osriel stays behind. Here, so I have it properly sorted. Watcher, you wanted to scout, was it?
Yep, I'm just going to be running through the rest of the vault, ensuring that nothing else is present, and if nothing else is, I'm going to tentatively investigate the playhouse and just keep a watch over it.
Is this before or after Blackstaff and Matthias?
Before.
Before? Okay. You stay right. Shadow.
Matthias and Blackstaff are just like leaving, just halfway through leaving the dungeon, and Matthias is just like, lovely weather we're having in this cave.
So Shadow, are you staying behind, or what do you do?
Staying behind, and I'm gonna position myself between the way that we came into the huge vault area ourselves after Watcher heads out, because she also figures, hey, this is a little too simple. We got in here, managed to convince the gold dragon. Someone may come in through that open door and try to figure out what's going on. So she's gonna...
You said you were going to position yourself in between what 2 points?
right in here.
Just right there? Okay.
Yeah, right up in here.
And Rio, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do around the same. Watch the entrance and just wait.
Watch that in. Okay. Let's see, and Edgar can join. Well, no. Okay, I'll just let him recline the vault. He can have fun there.
So the first thing you're gonna do now that you're leaving the vault and putting this treasure in good hands is to find more treasure.
Yes, yes.
Would you say treasure is your favorite thing? And if so, what's your favorite part about it?
Watcher, I need you to make me a perception check, please, as you're scouring the vault itself and then going to be leaving to the theater.
This is gonna be just great.
You were right.
26. Okay. Let me.
I swear, if you say Xanathars himself is there, I'm bolting.
So where?
That's a good point.
Behind
the gold dragon.
So Watcher, you see. Yes.
A giant beholder.
You hear behind you as Matthias, Blackstaff, and her Nimblewright are leaving the doors that are connected to this room, as this congregation here is currently marching its way towards the still open door towards you. They haven't spotted you yet, and it's simply their use of a torch that is allowing you to see all this. You have a split second to decide what you want to do here.
I was originally going to throw a dampener arrow, but why are they using a... First of all, am I this close, actually?
No, I'm giving you sight to them. So you can be as far away as you would really like.
Okay.
Barring extreme circumstances here. But you're catching sight of their flickering torchlight and what it's illuminating around them.
Okay. So seeing this, first thing I'm going to do is, because I've been seeing everything through dancing lights this whole time, I don't have dark vision. So I'm going to bring up my hand that has the ring on it, clench the fist, and all 4 orbs of light are going to form into a vague humanoid shape. And I'm just going to have it stand in the center of this room as if being like an intimidating spirit guardian, just to give them pause as I run back to warn Matthias and Blackstaff.
Oh, yes, treasure is shiny, but so are shiny dragons.
God damn it.
Plus, I mean, like, well, I won't say you can't do one thing with a shiny dragon nest and not with, never mind.
I don't even
I
want
say,
to.
eyeing the gold a little weirdly.
Oh my god, you were talking about what I thought you were.
I don't think I want to know.
You need an adult.
Yeah, you need an adult for this, for sure. That conversation needs an adult.
But important thing right now.
Yes, sorry, I am pulling up a few give myself better control over everything. You can create that the spiritual man formation of lights as you do your retreat. As I said before, you hear Matthias, Blackstaff, and the Nimblewright exiting out of the far doors away from you. You can easily reach them. I'll move you slightly upwards so that you're in each other's sightline. And Matthias, you have your friend running back towards you, looking a little
Pensive?
And
Nope.
And before Matthias opens his mouth, I'm going to run up, both hands up, and then just put one hand up to my beak as if to say, quiet.
You know I gotta roll to see if I understand that, right?
You have to roll to see if a finger in front of someone's lips means quiet.
I'm Matthias.
I'm sure Blackstaff would get it.
I'm fucking with you, dude. Nah, Oz just giving me the hand signal more enough times. Matthias knows when to shut up. Out of curiosity, what would I have rolled on that insight?
I I don't know, and I don't want to know.
I'm really happy that I have seen that hand signal before, because that would have been bad.
Why do you need Matthias to be quiet?
So Matthias is quiet, seeing Bird Friend make shush motions that he remembers Oz berating him for not following.
Your axe just says to you, just be safe, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And as Watcher runs up and everyone's quiet, you just see him quickly draw an arrow, knock it, and just look in the direction of the vault as he tries to rush up to the bridge so he can get advantage as he ushers all of you along.
I just freaking start pulling the automaton and Blackstaff behind, just nudging him along. It's like, come, Befriending, it's danger.
Where are you ushering them to?
Essentially up. I want to be on the bridge so that way I can have a, for lack of a better term, bird's eye view.
Wait a minute.
You said the racial phrase of the day!
Right?
I was thinking the
Wait a
same
minute.
thing.
I just had an idea.
You are all gonna pay.
As we start going through, fuck. How easy would it be for me to, like, at least somewhat quietly shut the doors behind us? They're adamantine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not getting quiet out of those.
I did have 10 rations on me, and some cheese and some dried fruit.
The doors are perfectly framed, so you can shut them quickly, and it won't make too much noise, but there will obviously be, from their distance, they probably won't.
Perfect, yeah, we'll do that. Because if all these doors look the frickin' same and we lucked out on my third try, it's like, that could literally just buy us some time real quick. And I also dimmed the axe from its flaming blue glory of whatever the fuck this axe is. Because it does that.
In terms of bridges, I would probably be on this one so that way I can see what they're doing.
That one? Okay.
There you are, Edge.
Okay. And she is... Would
you like some rations, Mr. Dragon?
Alright, so Watcher is taking point on the closest bridge to the door. Watcher, give me a stealth roll, please.
Much stealth. Such wow. Where is my stealth? There it is.
I was about to say, I don't know. Oh, thank you, God. I was about to say, some of our rolls have been really weirdly off point, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Matthias, along with Blackstaff and the Nimble Right, what are your guys' plans here?
I'm gonna usher them to actually get back to where the actual vault is. I think what the plan here is, Watcher's basically going to be frontrunner fucking with them, and I get to be the asshole holding them back if they get a little too close.
Okay. Are you leaping back across the bridge?
Not yet. I have a weird plan for that, strangely enough.
But Blackstaff, you're encouraging Blackstaff and the Nimble Right to leap across.
I will throw them if need be.
I'm only bringing it up because there was mentions of ball bearings on them.
Oh, God damn it, Watcher.
Well, to be fair, they would have walked through that at first, so...
Yeah. So, yeah, we know they're there. Oh, God, though.
They're only a one-use thing, so if you've gone over them, you've gone over them.
Mechanically, yeah, that's true.
Story-wise.
Shut up.
I don't think that's how they work.
We use thematics for fun, not for fucking ourselves.
Okay.
Just
So-
because Strife had a detachable head we occasionally use for scouting doesn't mean it actually would work that way.
Yeah, it's just I used ball bearings with a different DM, and they said it's a one-time use thing. But like, I don't know how you want to rule it.
I use them, and it's every time you move across them. It's what the text say. That's how I looked.
Well, I guess it also kind of depends on where you put them. Do you put them like by the entrance to the room, or like literally
By the entrance to the room.
Okay, so yeah, they can leap across. They just have to be careful about going over to the door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to say that with their prior knowledge with it, that they can cross over. I just wanted to be clear where they were placed at the very least. Okay, so there are ball bearings left near the entrance. Blackstaff and the Nimblewright are going to be crossing back over, aided by Matthias's own strength. Are you wanting them to fetch the others, or what are you wanting them to?
I will tell them to warn the others at least, and I guess at that point just have the others make their own judgment calls on what they want to do best. Because, I mean, either way, we're now kind of trapped down here with them. So...
Can I ask the dragon where is the back door to this place?
I don't think it has a back door.
A vault with a back door. That's a pretty worthless vault.
I don't know. If only we had some kind of vault makers with expertise, with knowledge of this to tell us more. But sadly, Strikemore's fucking dead.
He truly died too soon for this.
He really did, God. Like, if he was gonna die at any point, it'd have to be here in the vault where he could die happy.
I mean, like, it's not even like he died and we're in a metropolis and, like, it's gonna be a pain to res him. It's just like, you can make, like, a protein shake out of him. Maybe.
He can't be more dead than that.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to learn something slightly out of character for this vault itself in relation to the dwarves, and if Stregobor had been with you guys?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So all the magic that sealed the doors, all of the like traps and such, immediately dispelled if a dwarf touches.
Wow.
This is how you know. Very good vault.
Yeah, only dwarves can dispel it.
Oh my...
Racist against
Good,
anyone that isn't
honorable dwarf.
Truly made by dwarves. Racist against everything but dwarves.
Including elves.
Well, I mean, it doesn't work so well with gully
Especially elves.
Especially elves.
Especially elves.
Elves, you double the damage die of the traps.
That's it.
So as this is going on, I'm going to give a perception check to the group, to the contingent encroaching.
Okay.
No. And the other slightly important person. No. Okay.
The
So
other
let's-
slightly important person.
I cannot see this slightly important person.
swear to
Osriel
God,
has
it's mine.
offered some rations to the dragon. I also have cheese and dried fruit. What does he prefer? I'm taking like careful notes of this.
He
Character.
eats gemstones, like literal jewels. Like that's
Oh.
his food.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, I had some blue. Okay, well, yeah, you can eat some of those blue stones. I mean, they're
No,
no,
no.
all of them. Oh,
No.
oh my.
Matthias,
Don't
what are
have
you back in the main room right before I warn the others here? Matthias, you're still in the main chamber technically, and you're up on the bridge right now. Are you wanting to remain there and remain hidden, or?
I'm debating about a good ambush point, actually, with this axe. Oh, wait. Look at that nice little frickin' bottleneck at the stairway. Yes.
What are you doing, you fool? You're one man.
Yes. Yes.
I am only an axe.
I have plans.
Laughing barbarian.
I laugh
you're
at
wanting-
barbarian.
Laughing barbarian, yeah.
If you're remaining there, are you attempting to conceal your presence, or are you just getting ready for the next person to walk up the stairs?
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna roll a stealth check. I'm just taking a few like practice swings at what oh my dear sweet, thank you God Matthias, perfect. I'm just taking a few practice swings at where I'm judging a normal humanoid's head might be with the axe before I just
I think
press myself in against the
mechanically,
wall.
I would have given you an inspiration while you were walking with the black staff away, just like with the wink. I feel like I would have done that.
Okay.
Trust
For
me.
when you put your foot in your mouth.
Trust me, no, trust me, I think I'm good with this. I also have other plans that involve this stairwell.
Back
Well,
with the rest of the group, Blackstaff and Nimblewright round the corner. Blackstaff looking a little hurried, Nimblewright carrying, obviously, because of the construct. Blackstaff says, it looks like we have visitors with us. I think it'd be best if we meet them in force.
We have an ancient golden dragon. Just gonna point that out again.
Wait, how are they keep finding us? That doesn't make sense.
What
They don't
are
have
your
the stuff.
views on the codes of honor and helping a friend and or stranger?
You're referring to you're talking to the gold dragon for this?
Yeah, I'm seeing
goes
if he's going to throw down with us.
He seems. Sorry, Shadow. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll wait.
Orinax, the dragon, seems uncertain by the notion, as he is only charged to guard vault, not guard people in the vault. I would like Osriel to give him a persuasion check regarding.
I mean, to be
Would
fair,
my interview either give me disadvantage or advantage? Because I could see both being
I mean,
valid arguments.
the dragon has been down here for a while, hasn't had anyone to talk to other than himself. So,
And it's pretty flattering, I would say that. It's just like, oh wow, you're the most fascinating thing I've ever seen.
All right. You guys have made decent arguments. Let's give him a bet.
I've been lonely for a long time. I understand this dragon.
You relate.
I relate way too well.
Regular persuasion?
With advantage.
Thank you.
22. Very nice. So Orinax, the dragon, considers it for a moment before glancing around at the associates, that being Osriel and Shadow, really, as they seem to be the closest one. Says, well, I suppose protecting the interior of the vault from troublemakers, especially now that the gold has been... the pact has been completed. I suppose I could assist.
Thank you,
well,
God.
that's very courteous of you.
Yeah, speaking of intruders.
Where should we stand? I say we join the rest of the party. Here I feel a little trapped. I want to have options.
Oh God, Matthias is gonna have such a battle boner watching a fucking golden dragon tango with Xanathar.
Yeah, that's what Shadow is gonna do.
Wait,
Everyone
is Xanathar coming?
got intruders.
You have no idea.
Yeah, we just know they're intruders, and the best bet is Xanathar, because who else would it be at this point?
I mean,
I expect the Xanathar's guild, not Xanathar itself.
oh no,
Really?
no, oh please, I expect Xanathar to show up at this point.
Oh dude, Xanathar himself shows up, I take 2 swings, and I start running my ass off.
I don't even swing, I run.
I'm still interviewing the dragon as we're going that way.
Like, if I see a beholder going up these fucking stairs, oh no, 2 swings, I'm gone.
So, what are the grooming habits of golden dragons, and how does it vary when you're about to go on a date?
See, now you would be getting disadvantaged, because now you're just being a pest.
What are the mating habits of gold dragons?
No, the grooming
Strife
habits.
Strife wants to know.
Strife would very much like to know.
Okay, at this point I'm going up the stairs. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about the grooming or mating habits of dragons.
I'm not asking them about the mating habits.
Please inform the head of the mating habits of golden dragons.
Wait, are we talking about with other dragons or when they turn into humans and
No,
mate with...
no, we're not talking about that. Moving on.
Yes.
We did hear about how a silver dragon ripped a green dragon in half.
Anyways, Hylon.
Come on, More. Have you heard about this guy named Zeus? It's not that.
I'd much rather be involved in the topic at hand, being we're about to get fucked by Xanathar, than talking about this.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. We got ancient. it's like, we have beholders, undead, and wizards. What do you have? We have an ancient golden dragon. Oh, fuck.
And a wizard.
And a wizard.
That's in charge of the entire city.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, right.
I want to prepare for the battle if I have a few turns.
How many children have you ever had?
You do not.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm finishing setting up the large amount of enemy.
Great, good to know. Thanks.
I laugh in Fireball.
I laugh in Fireball.
A laughing wizard. And I'm not a wizard, so
I pester in Teenage Bard.
there you go.
Alright, so
Oh god, I have an idea. Is the Nimble coming? Please tell me the Nimble is coming with us.
And if you'd like.
What else is it gonna do? Be more useless? I feel bad because I'm picking on it now, but Jesus Christ, it literally was completely worthless.
Yeah.
I mean, the plot twist didn't help.
No, the plot twist didn't help. But
I really didn't need more mindfuckery in this campaign than I already have achieved.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was interesting.
It was
It
interesting.
was interesting.
I mean,
But
Jack
my
was in
God.
the City of Death for a reason. I mean, come on.
Everything
it
is
was
a
a
lie.
It is.
He was in the City of Death for a reason. He wasn't really there at all.
Watch, we get out of this freaking thing. All the dragon crowns we've collected thus far turn out to be fucking nothing but lead.
Oh, please don't get the DM ideas.
I would just want to bring attention to the fact that's the first time she said that this entire campaign.
We say it all the time in my other campaign. We just have to say it here now.
Hey guys, I'm starting to worry about the amount of time it's taking for Hylock to prep the enemies. Maybe that many
Indeed.
enemies.
Well, there's
always
one that's giving me trouble, and it's annoying me.
Well, it's 5th head. Just won't be in the right spot.
Oh god, we're summoning Tiamat!
No!
It's a 5-headed beholder, each with 20 eye stalks.
Oh dear God.
That's not like nightmare fuel from hell.
Again.
So,
Do you remember this cartoon cat dog fondly?
Oh yes.
No more.
Very fondly.
Not anymore.
So there's going to be a lot going on in this combat. To make it easier for me, I don't want to run any of the good guys. So I would like to give control over Blackstaff to Watcher, because he already has seen her spell sheet before, if that's okay with you, more.
Yep, and I already know how disappointing Fireball is at high levels.
Okay.
That's
I would like to give
Don't laugh at my spell, you.
Matthias control over the Nimble Right. Is that okay with you?
I'm alright with
Or
that.
would you like Edgar Songstone? You get to pick.
Nah, I'll take the nimble right.
Okay. Let me. You.
If the Nimble right dies, I want the hat. Just saying. Tips.
Fucking dipping on the hat of the fucking NPC.
Yeah.
Really? You fuck.
Out of character.
Hylock, did you alter Vajra's how many spell slots she has?
Yes, because she used a couple moving here and out about.
Right, okay.
Alright, so Grim, you should have the Nimble right now.
Thank you.
Yep, Blackstaff is taken over.
Let's see
I'll
what you...
control the gold dragon.
You're gonna have to give Vajra vision again, by the way.
Let me also give you sight to her staff self, if you want to see that more.
That will be appreciated.
Oh, wow.
Wish I had more time to research this before.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's not like you knew that we were gonna be in a big combat. Like, how could you have known?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Yo, this nimble right, okay. Not quite as useless as I was gonna peg him to be. Holy shit.
So Rio or Shadow, who would like to grab Edgar Songstone? He is basically also a rogue. He's just a high level one.
What kind of rogue?
I think he doesn't have a set archetype because I just pulled a stat block and used that for his abilities.
Well, depends. What would he do in the fight? You tell me. Is he going to
He'd
actually
be
help? Or...
roguish. Yeah, would he help?
He-
That would be the question.
He would provide probably distant help. Shoot. I just need somebody else to control his sneak attack dice. It's like,
I can do it. I don't mind.
Do I have
I
vision?
don't
Sorry. Do I have vision with a nimble right?
not yet.
Okay.
I will hopefully get this all set up.
Hey, Watcher, how How much you want this guy dead?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading stuff. What?
I'm controlling Edgar's. How much you want it dead? And what are you offering?
And what are you offering? What are you buying? What are you selling?
How badly do you want him gone?
I don't know
Not
why,
as
but
bad as the people I'm gonna kill.
I don't know
What
why,
if I-
but I had the
what if
strangest
I
urge
make
to
him-
jump off this bridge.
Yeah, I don't know why. Also, but I think it will be even funnier if I manage to make Edgar save Watcher. I think that would hurt the most.
Oh yeah, go for that. Go for that. Definitely go for that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
And
Do it.
then
You are
Or
all
an
going to pay.
the big dragon. If you guys are okay with it, I'll pass him to Osril.
While he dies in his arms. I never could tell you that.
Osril, are you okay holding on to Arnex for me?
Arnex?
The
I can
dragon.
handle
The
that.
dragon.
Yep.
Right.
Just aim at them.
Be
No.
aware of what your size can do to the already crumbling bridges.
He can fly, right? Is that what dragons do?
He
Well, he
can,
have to
but
turn
this
and then
is
fly.
a very narrow.
Small opening, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So everybody has control over their characters now. I'll put the sheets aside. I'll make sure everybody has vision. I am the world's best DM. Woo!
Yeah, watch us
Hey,
control all the
let's see
DM
what
NPCs suddenly.
Arnex can do.
At least it's not the drow with guns trying to kill us all.
And
I
nearly
would
succeeding.
really love that one.
Fuck that guy. He
If I could
one-shotted
redo
me.
that, I would have done so much more. I realized the way I played that was disappointing now.
I survived because I made a save. If I would have failed that save,
Yeah.
I would have.
I'm about to say you literally
That's
almost
Just
why I
killed
said
us.
it was disappointing. I didn't actually kill anyone.
Yeah, fuck you.
I gotta give him that, man. He does it like I do. It's like if you're controlling someone that's out to kill the party, you're out to kill the party.
I don't blame him for trying to kill me. I just, what the fuck? He one-shotted me, and not like
you were
dropped me.
standing in front of a guy with a gun after being revealed to have cleric, ergo healing powers. Of course I'm gonna fucking target you.
Wait,
Of course, you gotta
Okay.
target the cleric.
I think that's everybody divided
Stars
up.
now, but yeah.
I believe everybody has sight of it, of their extra characters now. Yes.
Hi, gumitayo desu.
Okay.
Hell no.
Kill Watcher. We all agree, right? Kill Watcher.
What the
Hey, you killed me. My Tabaxi Neko girl's coming next. No. Oh god, no. That's triggering just thinking about it. No.
Why would you
Oh,
ever
man.
even?
Oh,
Magical
God.
girl
Did
next
my
door.
magical girl just go from being a halfling?
Okay, I found it.
Neko?
Here's
Yeah,
it.
let's move on.
I think that happened right now.
Also, holy shit, this Nimblewright has the most amazing goddamn speed.
Do we need to move where we are in the map, or?
Yeah, I can move you guys. Just give me one more second. I needed to set up
This guy's not a rogue. He's better. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yep.
an extra token.
Also, if I needed confirmation that I'm not a furry, I just got it.
Yeah, when you get triggered by a magical Nico girl, you're not a furry.
Nekos technically aren't furries. They're just half cat,
Yeah.
half human.
Close
They
enough.
are. They are
No, no,
close,
no, no,
but
no.
not on the scale. I've got images. I can send them to you.
Please don't.
They're not half
No,
cat.
it's,
They're
it's
like
a chart.
10%.
It's a scientific chart.
That's even more worrisome.
I'm gonna keep reading my
I
stuff.
wanna see that. Well, question number one: which have you ever played a Necro Girl in a game?
Let's go.
In a
with-
D&D game.
Let's go. with-
Any game? Have you played League of Legends? There's one there. Actually, a few.
Oh, that's right, because you like Arya. I forgot.
Oh, this one time I did play a perverted old man.
Whoa.
And I'll tell you what, I don't give a damn as long as it's got a nice ass to it. I give a fuck if it has a tail.
So, oh god. Hylock, I'm reading this thing about the black stuff. That last one, that actually sounds like a really good campaign premise.
Yeah. Be quiet about that last. It's a great surprise.
Oh, you're like, oh, you can bet I'm not telling anyone about this, but
Oh,
Damn.
what is it?
oh, it's fuck off.
Dude, this fucking Nimblewright could give Strife a run for his money. Jesus Christ.
I'm not really surprised.
Oh.
Nimble rights aren't anything to joke about.
Ooh, he has evasion. Cool. He might make it.
So, we rolling initiative?
Yes, sorry. I finally have everything sorted out. There is the initiative tracker. Let me move your guys' tokens where applicable, and we can see the show starting to begin.
Yeah, are we gonna start in the vault or are we gonna start all in the map?
Yes.
I'll start you off on the map in the far room
I
over
guess
here,
I'll be
so we
going
don't have to worry about you guys.
Come
trying to
on,
figure
Rio.
out.
Don't fuck me. That's awesome. Thank you.
Alright.
But we still get our special things, right? Because Watcher had a kind of a big thing.
Oh, sorry. Did you have a sneak attack you wanted to get off? A surprise round,
Not
rather?
exactly a sneak attack. I just want to. Well, essentially, I'm going to be seeing what
Holy
I.
shit, Edgar.
Yep, that sounds about right. But essentially, what I wanted to do was when they stop around the essentially spectral humanoid, if they try to interact with it any way, I'm going to. I assume I would have heard like a creepy scream or a spectral wail at one point in Waterdeep. Would I have?
Oh, good God.
Sure.
All right. The moment they try to interact with it, it's just going to turn up its head. I'm going to mimic a spectral wail, and then it's just going to burst apart in a brilliant flash of light as I cast Fairy Fire on them.
Nice touch, dude.
Let me I get all there.
Also, how the fuck are you casting Fairy Fire? Wait.
his special weapon that he got.
Oh, that's right.
I never got a special weapon, but
Well,
A
Yeah.
ring, I believe?
Yep.
God damn it, Edgar, he buff. Why is he so strong?
Because unlike Watcher, who listens at windows for incriminating evidence, he beats incriminating evidence out of people.
No, he pulls it from their mind.
True.
I'm about to say,
With
I mean,
his
Matthias.
fist.
I'm about to say, Matthias is the one that be beating information out of people. It's worked really well in the past.
Wait, he can read minds or something?
Have you
He's
not been?
I don't see that ability, but sure.
It's not part of the stat block. It's not something useful for combat directly, so we can. It's not. Did I put?
Yeah, but for a moment I thought you were making a joke, like, yeah, he takes information out of his mind with his fist.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I see a familiar token I want to murder.
Oh. Well,
Let me see.
Oh,
my only problem is from this vantage point, because of how the map layouts are, I can't actually see the enemies on the bottom layer, like just below me. So
Hey, is that an undead minotaur?
I hope it is.
there are no such thing as undead minotaur.
I
Let me
hope it
channel
is.
my inner Oz.
Because I know.
Let's see.
Because Matthias wants to wrestle an undead fucking Minotaur.
Okay, this is going to be a very long initiative, at least until the thing starts getting cleared out, either on either side.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
I hear that minotaurs hate tartar sauce. I don't know where I got that from though.
I can tell you what hates Minotaurs, especially the undead variety. This axe.
Now, because of how long the initiative rounds are, I hope you guys understand that this will be a sort of a lengthier set of combat, but I hope it feels suitably climatic considering the situation. We did have Watcher leading off in a quasi-surprise round with attempting to startle and alert the creatures within the room, along with casting Fairy Fire, was it?
Essentially, yeah, I'm trying to make it seem like the vault itself is after them right now, like not people.
Can you bring up Fairy Fire for me, or can
Of course. The DC for Fairy Fire, one moment, I wrote it down because it's the rings, not mine. It is a DC 15 on Wait,
Dex.
DC 15.
Fairy Fire is Dex based, so a Dex saving
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the Ring of Shooting Stars again.
Let's
A-
see. 15?
Yeah, it doesn't show. Oh yeah, DC 15, at least for Shooting Stars.
Okay. Is that every enemy in your sight, or what's the AOE to that? Or
The AOE is, I believe, a 20-foot cube. Let me take another look at that because.
okay, let me put you here, and let me get an idea of where you want that 20-foot.
Yeah, Fairy Fire is a 20-foot cube, and all creatures within that area are outlined if they fail the dexterity saving throw for the duration, which is 1 minute concentration. And they can't go invisible.
And everyone gets advantage on them.
Okay, so I have a cube here. Where do you want the cube?
Essentially, I want it over the largest concentration of enemies because I assume they'd be clustered around this spectral ghost that I've left for them.
They have, if you look back on the map, you can see that they have spread out a little bit. Some have regarded the special ghost cautiously, while others have ignored it, possibly recognizing the magical effect. There's few collectives of people that you could target, though. What group do you want to target?
First let me put this token on so I remember concentration. Those are undead. Sorry about this, guys.
You're good.
Let's see. What is that thing? Right there. This.
What thing? That is a large, what seems to be brain with a beak and tentacles falling off of it.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill
Motherfucking,
it.
it's a
Largest
what?
Yeah,
Kill
I
it
know
with
those
fire.
things. I know those things. I know those things. Yeah, I see that, and I. Okay, now there's that thing. Why are there so
Why
many
is that
things?
here?
What do we know about that, Hylock? Actually, no, we don't know anything
We
about
know
that.
nothing. We don't know much about Illithys. We definitely don't know about Grells.
Nothing.
The
Okay.
only other big thing I would say of note, because you can scroll in and see the character tokens for a lot of these things, that you'll see a very large thing in the far back, surrounded by bandits, and that is a hovering sphere of light and mist coming off of it, with multiple orbs, eyes circling around it, as though it is some sort of many-eyed god.
Fuck.
What the fuck is
Okay.
here?
But that's out of my casting
Many-eyed
range.
god.
Because
Oh,
you can cast
no.
Fairy Fire 60 feet away from you. So
That is very
on the bridge,
specific
I'm 60
description.
feet. I'm above them 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could only really target people directly below me then. What about this guy?
God.
Is he just a regular guy, or like what's the deal with that one?
Which one are you indicating?
The one next to Minotaur.
That is a dwarf. I can bring up his image if you'd like.
It's not necessary. I just wanted to know, like, what it was.
What the fuck?
I feel like I know that symbol from somewhere.
He's a nice and kindly old fellow.
Why is he with Xanathars then?
So no, don't care. He dies.
Gambling
Oh
debts?
no.
What?
Maloon
I'm gonna be
had
doing
friends.
this. I'm gonna be doing this, Hylock, right here.
Thank you for indicating that. So it's going to hit. Does it affect undead? It affects all enemies.
It affects
Yeah, it
everything.
affects all.
Okay. That is the. Grell needs to make a dex, is it?
Yep, they all have to make a dexterity saving throw. 15.
Failed, so it gets sight
And
thing
they'll-
on it.
and they'll all be glowing red because that's what they'll be spilling soon.
Okay.
Especially when they come up these stairs.
Hold back on the edge there, my friend. Hold back on the edge.
You literally gave me my favorite enemy.
One bugbear succeeds, the other bugbear fails.
Oh dear God, bugbears.
Now the 2 targets that really matter.
Gnarl.
Yeah, you're the buggers.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Gnarl.
Mouse.
Dex save. Gnarl fails. And the Minotaur.
My puppy finally forgave me for trying to comb her bottom. She really, really, really hates it for some reason.
The Minotaur succeeded.
Damn it!
She was shedding and she was like legit getting pissed.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Like, bitch, I will eat your hand. Like, but your bottom is getting bottom hair all over my domicile.
Right.
Okay, so there are 3 things currently illuminated by red, casting an eerie light over this cacophony of bad people sliding into your DMs, your dungeon.
All right. And because that did take my action, I'm not an arcane trickster, so I'm gonna stealth again with bonus action.
Okay.
Good call.
I have to remember which one of these is my sheet.
Sorry. You only have 2, to be fair.
The one with the bird, I will say.
Oh, the bird.
The one with the bird. All right, and that is a stealth check. Come on, please cooperate. Roll 20.
There you go, 23.
Roll 20 doesn't
23.
want to cooperate.
Okay, 23. Yeah, so that was the surprise round-ish sort of thing, so you get the spell off, illuminating 3 of the things that are not quick enough, apparently, to shake off light for a reason. And you hide back among the shadows of the upper level here. Are you moving anywhere in this singular turn, or are you staying where?
I
Yeah.
am standing on the edge looking down.
You are truly in Edgelord. Okay.
He is
Hey,
the black
you're
arrow.
the one that gave me this backstory.
Oh, God. Okay. So, following that in the surprise round initiative, the first one up following him would be Edgar Songstone. I will make mention to all of you guys that you're at least aware that there are ball bearings beyond this door itself, so you do not suffer from any of the debilitating effects.
You know who isn't? The ancient golden dragon.
That said, that's an ancient golden dragon.
Yeah, those are ball bearings. He probably has a modifier higher than 10. I'm gonna. Well, he's gonna stealth and go up to this corner here. Well, first stealth.
Stealth?
Roll 20, everybody.
Stealth.
Yeah, roll 20.
There it is.
Just doesn't want to be nice today.
Does he sees an enemy?
Yes, there is light illuminating quite a few of them. In fact, place you here, you can get an idea of what's down here.
Oh God.
I don't like the oh God. Why is there an oh God?
There's always an oh God.
This is the issue with having a multi-layered area.
Yeah, you can't see what's below. Unless you put them all on the same map, and then it just,
Well, you know what? Here, let me.
How about
We
this?
can duplicate the tokens.
That might slow down to crashing roll 20 though if you're not careful about it. What we could do
Really?
is try to actually move them up on the layer that we're actually on up here. Because
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly.
We know they're down there. We just, we know that we're not on the same level as they are, but that way we could see them and don't have to play with switching maps constantly.
I was gonna point out the only reason we survived this is literally probably because we have a fucking ancient golden dragon on our side.
Yes.
And we also have Blackstaff.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, we...
Right. Does having this token here help? Can you guys all see this area now?
No.
No.
That's a negative, Captain.
I see nothing.
I mean, if I move one of my tokens around, I can see watchers on the
Can
bridge.
you move the fog of war on one side of the map?
No, it's all or nothing.
The disadvantages of that fog of war stuff.
Yeah, that dynamic lighting.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna get up here at some point. We can just.
Oh yeah, and you'll hear when they do too, because Matthias will either be laughing
that
or
works.
crying. Ooh, there we go. Oh my dear sweet Jesus flying flippity Christ, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So now you all
Awesome.
can see.
Is that-
Since
Is that a giant rat swarm?
No, that is the placeholder for the many-eyed god.
Oh, that's even worse.
Actually,
yeah, I'm gonna attack the closest dude, which is the previous owner of the axe, and I was stealthing, so I hope I get advantage. Do I?
Yes.
Awesome. Light crossbow shot for a 17 with advantage. Edgar, come on.
17 does not hit.
Yeah, I assume. What the fuck, dude? That's my turn.
Okay.
And you are now visible. Or not, you're out of stealth now.
Yeah, you are seeable, rather.
Yeah, but I guess I hopefully have a little bit of cover.
Somewhat. As I said before, the bridges don't have a lip to them, but I mean, you're 30 feet above them, or 60 feet above them.
That's Edgar's turn.
Okay, so following him up is the Nimble Right, who, though is simply a construct, has been giving orders to defend Blackstaff and to fight for her.
Alright.
Much like Matthias, actually.
Let's see here. That's 60 feet right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that there dash action. So I can clear all the way over here after leaping over that there gap. I'm not even gonna ask if I have to roll anything, because this asshole's frickin' acrobatics is stupidly high.
Yeah, he is dexterity incarnate.
He is, yeah. Again, he would easily give Strife a run for his frickin' money. And that will be his turn, I believe. He's got nothing really fancy about him other than... Well,
I mean, he's not called a nimble right for nothing. I mean, he's very nimble.
yeah, he's got
Right?
he's got a lot of stuff, but none of it's currently useful to him until he gets attacked. So that's his turn. Now on to whatever that thing is.
Where is that thing? I don't see it.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it is. It's the placeholder here.
What thing?
Whatever is on initiative 19.
Yeah, whatever is on initiative 19, behind, in front of the Minotaur.
We don't see that. It's not there.
I really wish I could admit that it wasn't, but...
By the way, Hylock, I will give you a tip. If you move that to GM token layer, it'll disappear on the initiative tracker and on our radars, but if you move it back into the map layer, it should keep its initiative.
Yeah, no worries. I just, you guys... I'm fine with you guys seeing what turn order it's at. It's just a matter of you guys seeing the placeholder as well.
So we know it's an it.
It's an it.
You know it's a many-eyed god.
We know who it is, out of character, obviously.
Who?
In character. Probably Xanathar himself.
I mean,
yeah, I know.
in character, you probably have an idea too, considering...
Yeah.
Wait! This gold isn't goldfishes! This makes me angry!
So the Minotaur is going to charge forward mindlessly in the direction of the arrow fired. When it realizes that it can't reach its attacker, or the attacker rather, it continues to remain on the ground. Because they don't know a way up quite yet.
Where
Rio.
is my goldfish?
Snack that smiles back. This is not a paid advertisement.
Oh my god. Like, okay, never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna head to the bridge. Not fall on the ball bearing. Oh, yeah. And well, I'm gonna fireball.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? They're all nicely clumped together, too.
Around here. Well,
20,
I would
right?
say here. Yeah, right here.
Oh my god, that hits so
This beautiful
fuck.
area right here.
Okay, do I have it drawn correctly? Do you see my
It's-
drawing?
Yeah,
What
it's
drawing?
20 feet. Oh, what drawing?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
there it is.
It's a bit square for my liking, but yeah.
It's 20 feet, right? So this guy wouldn't be hit, I don't believe.
Yeah, it's all these guys. Everything here but that guy.
Yeah, if you look at that part of the map.
Okay, is that
There.
good then? 20 feet there?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you,
Take a
Balloon.
saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
I am not
Yeah.
built for a
Fireball.
combat like this.
Fireball.
Oh, nice, dude.
It's mediocre. Well, okay.
Jeez, but still.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of ones. But that's 6,
Horrible.
though.
4. Fail.
That's what I like to hear. I killed the token. We can now not see anything.
Damage, and then half 11. Followed by Phaser. Save. It succeeds, but I'm pretty sure its hit points are not enough. No, actually it is. So it's 5.
Stupid meatball still alive.
Milu. He failed. He has Indomitable, which means he can reroll.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, who?
Maloon.
He failed.
Ha!
Failed again? Oh, wow. So, Strength Warrior. Got it.
The Minotaur succeeded somehow again. Its dexterity is outrageous.
The hell?
That's okay. It's not going to succeed too well when it finally meets Matthias and his axe.
No.
It is going to have the worst of days.
The last 3. Okay, so everything has taken the appropriate damage. Nothing is dead, but a lot of things are close to dead.
I'm not dead, I'm just very badly burnt.
I'm gonna say one step back, and that's my turn.
Save that square. Square might.
Well, I don't know about the rules. If you can move through allies, so maybe here is better.
You
I think
can.
allies count as difficult terrain.
Negative. As long as they're willing, you can pass through them normally. You just can't end your turn on top of them.
Because everybody occupies square, so you can.
So I'm gonna there. There is
There?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
So next up is
What
Or-
is that? Which? It's a hag.
It's probably a hag.
It's a hag.
Yeah, it's a hag.
It's always a hag.
It's always a fucking hag.
Fire Emblem game set.
Plot
It's
twist.
a
That's my
hag
hag.
in a bag. Hag in
Uh,
a bag.
this creature is
Where is it?
I see it.
it's lit up by the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's next
Plot
to
twist.
the...
That's the hag that raised me.
Yes, that's the hag that raised you.
That sounds like the worst James Bond movie ever.
The heck.
Yeah.
007 in The Hag That Raised Me. Starring Craig, whatever his name is.
She was a nice lady, but damn boy, she was ugly.
So he is going to create a 20-foot radius sphere as well.
That's a he?
Something like that. I'm not quite sure myself. We'll get into the semantics of it later.
You just
20 foot
misgendered...
radius. Speed of what?
Just misgendered that NPC?
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, we do
Well,
it all the time
maybe
with
The
Shadow
NPC
Yeah,
itself
you do.
was-
It's alright, though.
and Watcher and Strife and Jackson.
I can't
Well,
select.
Jack's dead now, so sadly.
He might not be dead. He's only like mostly dead.
Mostly. He turned into a pile of snow, man!
I identify as Strife.
think this is 20 feet.
You can use the ruler tool.
God damn it, dude.
Stop giving the DM tips.
Needs to move over
like any
2
opportunity.
and up 1.
Oh no, it's bigger actually. Yeah,
Right there, is that correct?
yeah, it's gonna hurt.
I'm suddenly happy about my placement.
Ooh, yeah, no good.
Oh no.
Oh, bueno.
Oh no. Oh no. What are you about to be slapped with, I wonder?
Where,
Oh,
where is
bueno.
the center of it? Because I think it could be even bigger.
It needs to be moved over the right once more.
By the way, it's not 20-foot radius. Like, is it 20-foot radius or is it just 20 foot? Because if so, then
If you're
that's
talking about
completely different.
fireball, it's a 20-foot radius.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, what is it?
It's not fireball.
That doesn't make it better.
No,
Sickening radiance.
whatever
Wait.
storm.
That line moved. How rude.
I made sure to increase it.
Why?
Just to make sure to get you.
They are out to kill us, I point out.
Yes. Well, that is obvious.
That spell is not fireball. In fact, it is cloud kill,
Oh no!
which means it's staying there for a while.
Ever.
Do we have to do anything or wait to die?
Yes. So the creature, it starts on your turn. So you don't take any damage at the point of his casting. It's only at the start of your turn.
I just
you
want to
dispel
point out.
this shit?
Hey.
Point out what?
I just wanted to point out that you guys are the ones that started this combat while in a choke point.
Yeah, choke points can be used 2 ways. So that would be Gnarl's turn. It would be then passed to Matthias. Matthias, you hear your friends. You can see your friends having some trouble across the way. There is a sickly green cloud of fog encapsulating their bodies, originating out from the door that they had in.
I know, and I'm debating a couple current plans of action. I mostly definitely want to stay where I'm at on the top of the stairs, because this is also a beautiful choke point I can abuse the crap out of. As to how I abuse the crap out of it, it's either going to be either with A, the axe, or B, the fact I have a backpack laden with damn near 200 pounds of solid fucking gold.
That was your choice.
So, well, I just pictured the kinetic force of a really large, bulky man throwing that at someone at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, could go well.
It would. I am proficient with improvised weapons. But for
It
now,
would only do a 1d4 though.
damn near 200 pounds of gold.
I would give falling damage associated with the distance, but the fact of the matter is, what do you want to do? Stay at this choke point or move?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay at this choke point and just ready an attack action. Like, if anything actually comes up these stairs that has eyeball tattoos, looks like it's associated with eyeball tattoos, or just looks like it needs to die, I'm a swing the axe at it.
Okay. Then in that case, Oranax would be first up. He gets to make a con save. Legendary Dragon, make a con save.
Right? That's a joke.
Us.
I believe Osriel has control over him. Yes. Or
Yeah.
am I-
All right. So he is. What's his movement? Oh, I looked at his hit points. I thought that was his movement for a second. I was like, "Holy, what? What?"
He also needs to make a con save, doesn't he? At the start of his turn?
Yes.
A con save?
You're in
Seriously?
You're in
This guy?
Dude, yeah.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
I think
He's
he
a
has.
25 con.
I know, right? Just roll it.
No, he did. That's the problem.
Damage, immunity.
Oh, he did. He has it whispered.
Wait. This is an air thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Is he immune to it's poison, so he might be.
Doesn't say he's immune to poison.
Is he
Nope.
resistant?
Resistant?
He will do a legendary resistance.
Okay.
Fuck.
Does he have legendary actions?
Oh no, you just succeed.
Yeah, you just succeed. Okay, so you use 1 point of a legendary resistance to succeed, meaning you take half damage. And half damage is half of 28, so 14.
Okay.
Someone dispel this shit.
What's his movement? It's 40.
That's one nimble little dwarf.
Now these things are below us. Is that correct?
They are, and I would remind you once again that your hulking dragon form would ruin the bridges.
If you're, you know, not just jumping down there to say hi.
Yeah.
I think he would jump down there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, sure. That works for me. I just wanted to keep you in mind because I understand the first instinct would be to shift and just fuck things up. But,
I think he would plop down here and become a great big old dragon. Is that an action? His shape change.
I believe it's actually a polymorph.
Oh well, he can just drop the polymorph as a free action.
polymorphs into a humanoid.
Change shape. Magically polymorphs into humanoid, blah, blah, blah. No higher than its own. Back to its own form. Versus yourself if it dies. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. Wait, as well as this actions.
Yeah, so it is seamless. Okay, so you still
Yeah.
have your action remaining.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Do it.
God. Oh, God.
Breath weapon attack.
Okay, what's the direction here? Because it's a cone, right?
Yeah.
Fuck everything in this line.
Think it would get that.
Can you get the mage to drop concentration?
Not from this angle.
I think it would get a lot of them though.
Yeah, that's gonna nail a lot of them. Let's see, 90 foot. Oh, dear sweet. Fuck me, Christ.
90-foot cone. That's pretty much everyone.
Dude, you literally fuck everything, but maybe, yeah, anything beyond this line I'm drawing right here, you fuck everything. Maybe not that.
Yeah, but how
Maybe not that bugbear right there, but no, like.
Oh, this.
how wide is it?
It's a 60-foot cone.
It's 60 foot?
60 foot. All right, so 60-foot cone stretching out to here.
Still hits.
Ooh,
Oh god, it still
it
hits
barely
everything at the
touches
door.
the square.
So here, and I need somebody to move. So it would hit everything in this area except for the furthest right bug. Okay. So this
Can I-
would also...
Can I? If you are in cover, like heal, does it hit you?
if you're behind cover, I don't believe so.
It's not like Fireball where you create a centralized point from which an explosion radiates. It's a ray.
It's a cone, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the things behind cover would be fine. So this targets
Jesus fucking
Meloon,
Christ.
the skeleton, Mirgo, and the bugbear. So the gazer is going to just fucking die.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
He ain't gonna survive that.
The bugbears, even if they die, Amigo gets a dex save. Mirgo, sorry. Dex save doesn't succeed, so he takes 55. He's still alive.
Why are you guys trying to kill my amigo?
Meloon gets a dex save.
No.
Maloon is going to die.
Good.
He should.
He failed his dex save, but he has Indomitable.
Yep.
And he failed his dex save, so he takes 55. He's not having a good day, damn.
No.
And the Minotaur skeleton. Can it succeed? It's been on the charts. Let's see, guys. No. So it takes
No.
55 and it's got 1 hit point. It's still standing.
Holy shit.
Although, since we have a very large enemy showing himself to us, I have a few things I'll need.
GTFO! Fire breath!
I am going to need Oranak to make me a couple of dex saves.
Oh.
I'm going to need you to make three dex.
Oh. What's the dex of an ancient golden dragon? I don't remember it being good.
Oh, you need the dragon to make a dex save?
The dragon, Oranax. I need Oranax to make 3 dex saves as I had a held. Or something. Had a held.
2, 3.
Do you think they would just raid a vault with a dragon in it without any preparations?
Of course not.
So that is one. That's all 3 are failures. You get to choose to succeed on 2 of them if you want. I would imagine you would, but
Okay, he's gonna use all 3 resistances? Really?
Oh, you're burning all of them?
I don't...
if you want to. You've used one for the con save to choose to succeed, and I have a couple of rays going towards you as you jump down, or an axe jumps down rather.
Yeah.
So that is 3 dex saves.
Here is my counter argument. I'm not sure, I've never used something with actions like this.
Mm-hmm.
After the first held action, could I use a legendary action? It would be at the end of another creature's turn.
I would say no then.
I understand your argument. I would say no because the rays are made of all one action.
Okay.
And
and it's their held action. It's not their turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shoot. Like, what do you guys think? Should he burn all of his legendary resistances? He's got 2.
Given what's shooting at him currently, I'd almost want to say yes, but at the same time, I'd almost want you to save him.
Wait, these are scorching rays?
No.
These are rays, just rays in general.
No.
I haven't said exactly what they are yet until you.
They are rays from before.
Yeah. If they're beholder god rays, yes.
Okay. So the first 2 succeed then, and the last one does not. So the damage is
Hopefully not a scary number.
Probably terrifying.
Oh, it probably is.
– 32. That's not bad.
I mean, that's not bad for him.
No, that's not bad at all.
For
Highlight.
him, that would kill Osriel.
Well, that's why we got big character. You guys all.
And a
It
barbarian.
wouldn't kill me, but it would be very close.
Yeah, and a barbarian resistant to damage or everything.
Oh, and I need you to roll a d6 or an axe because your breath weapon recharges on a 5 or 6, so you do not have your breath weapon for next turn.
Yeah.
Sad.
But they don't know that.
They don't know that. Fair enough. So as your turn passes, the one eye ray launching forward from the corridor, seemingly from the giant magical many-eyed god, as was described before, into Arnax, 3 of them to be effect, but only one of them actually striking him as force damage launches into him. Osriel, you hear your friend below suddenly have a bit of trouble. What would you like to as a
Can I just move my token to in between these so I can see better?
Which token? Sorry.
Oh well, I guess no. I would I would be in the room there. No, there. That's the room that we're in.
Which room? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm in between rooms by the gold dragon. Like I'm outside the map.
Where are you?
No, I see where he's at.
It's just easier to see. Never mind. I'll put him back.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you were like saying you were going to get an aura or something to it. Sorry.
I am making the assumption,
They have to roll a con
but
save.
I will ask the question because I know Xanathar is kind of eccentric. I know he's not wearing armor, but is he wearing anything made of metal?
You don't know, and I don't think heat metal lets you just happen to know what metal it is.
Oh no, I would have to see it. I
Okay.
believe.
You don't see any metal on his body, or on its body, sort of thing.
Is there anything that stands out as a likely target?
Meloon with his axe, or Margot with his.
Maloon's here?
Yeah,
Fuck that
Maloon's
guy.
here.
Yes, Maloon's
Yes.
here.
I say, fuck you! You're a dick!
And I also need you, Osriel, to make me a con save to move, since you're in the poison cloud.
That's fair. How big is the cloud, I guess?
20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, it's this cube that we're in.
It's the
Yeah,
cube
that-
we're in, yes.
Cube of death we are in right now.
Would I have cover if I just lie down here?
Yes, but the poison goes through at the start of your turn, so before
Yeah.
you get anything off.
I will
So-
do my con save. I don't think the 5 passes.
Nope.
I don't think it does. Sure.
Shame you didn't
That's
have
gonna
advantage.
hurt.
Ooh,
Oh
ow.
god!
Are you down?
I have 2 hit points remaining.
Oh my god, dude.
I will I will cough out a fuck you and make his axe go very hot.
He needs to make a con save, right?
If he wants to keep the axe,
And
yeah,
he does.
if he wants to.
So he makes a con save, but he does take 15 fire damage. Okay.
Yeah, if he fails.
Oh, it's only if he fails.
no, he takes the damage.
Oh, he just takes the damage if he just wants to hold on to it?
The con save is to throw or drop the object if he can.
Ah.
He doesn't indeed take the damage. No.
And do I have a healing potion? I do not. I will inspire Rio.
To heal
they're gonna
me!
be-
I go, Rio, that was pretty sweet, wasn't it? Oh, I think I'm dying.
What?
I know,
Watcher.
right?
Everyone just starts taking a breath and dying.
Watcher. To you are hiddenly on the first bridge. You see the cloud kill behind you. You see your friends having trouble, and you see a giant fucking dragon breathe fire down below.
Barely illuminating the figure of Xanathars himself in the background. Before it all goes
Illuminating.
black.
Yeah, exactly. Giant, many-eyed god. In that right.
Indeed. However, at this very moment, I can only see these 4, since each of these emanates 10 feet of dim light. So, seeing the cloud kill, I'm gonna go for the spellcasting motherfucker.
I love you.
Always
Please,
a safe
please,
bet.
please.
And
You were
yeah,
hiding,
where is my stuff?
Yeah, he was hiding.
Plus, he has fairy fire on him. All attacks against him have advantage, anyways.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
always
yeah.
marked.
Ooh, 25.
Does a 25 hit?
Absolutely.
Fine. Yeah.
Nice.
20.
20 damage. So I
Please
believe he
make the con
has to
save.
make a con save for, is it half 10 or is it?
It's 10 no matter what.
Okay.
Half, and it's the same.
Like
Oh,
half of damage, like half of the highest damage, but if it's below 10, then just do 10. Like that's
Okay.
how it works.
He did make his save.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm just gonna bonus action stealth as I take my cloak, wrap it around myself, hoping that the dark vision that the grays and blacks of dark vision I just blend in.
Okay.
Because
Give me.
essentially, Skulker gives you the ability to hide from people with dark vision.
Basically.
Bonus action stealth then, was it?
Yep.
Oh!
Nope.
Somebody's
Righty.
excited.
Well, seeing that that's gone down, I'm just going to move back a bit so that way I'm no longer over the lip.
You shot someone, you're in an exciting scenario, and for whatever reason, you cannot control your plumage currently. It is puffed out in excitement.
God.
You look like a walking shrubbery.
Bring me a shrubbery. Here, have a bird.
I do believe you have ruffled my feathers.
The light from the torch barely reflects off of the logo of the Iron Oculus.
I'm gonna picture that forever now. Just freaking watch her walk around like a giant fucking feathered shrubbery.
You guys see the bandits from the far back, the ones that were flanking the many-eyed god, all with many-eyed tattoos on their skull or shaven heads, charge forward. A few of them running towards doors, attempting them, and obviously failing. They're not getting any sort of attacks off at the moment, as they seem focused on dashing forward in a mad scramble to get out of the line of fire of another breath weapon.
They're the smart ones.
Yeah, they need to die.
Blackstaff.
Alright, I'm not used to having 2 turns immediately back to back.
Sorry.
It's weird how that rolled up too. God.
I would not be able to Misty Step to the other side of the Cloud Kill before I have to get... Yeah. Misty Step's only 30 feet, so...
Yeah.
There are other ways to deal with it.
I'd rather spend the spell slot on something other than Dispel Magic.
Like damage.
Like, we've been doing that the entire game so far.
That being said, if I do that, then we're talking quite a distance. Like,
Mhm.
120 feet in terms of distance for spells.
For which spell?
Because essentially, we're on this bridge already, which is 60 feet above the ground floor.
Yes.
Additionally, they're 40-some feet away. 40, 50-some feet away.
Doing height battle map math.
I think you're
I'm
supposed to
flying
stay
60 feet in
highest.
the air, but I'm already 140 feet in the air.
So,
But my opponent is 15 feet.
if they're 40 feet away from your standing point, then they would be feet total away from you directionally, diagonal. Because Parangian Theum, if I remember correctly, I could be remembering my math wrong. But what's your...
Right, but I'm just giving generalizations. Like, it's going to be a lot more than normal spell range.
Mm-hmm. Depending on the spell, yes.
Depending on the spell
And the target.
and the target.
Only I was Talon right now. I could hit literally all these guys.
Blackstaff also doesn't have sight on anyone currently, as she's in the back of the room.
True. Like, even if I move her out of the room, I'll probably only see Aurix.
You'd also have to get through the cloud kill.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I may as well just get rid of the cloud kill, but in terms of spells, and like how many charges of the Blackstaff has already been used again, Hylock? You can just DM me that if you like.
5 charges has been used, that's known. What number she has left is...
Okay. And to dispel is just one charge?
Is one charge, but it's cast at its lowest level, which is third.
And we're talking about a cloud kill spell.
Which I don't know if you which she would know is 5th level, rather. Let me clarify. Blackstaff knows.
She has a decent
Like-
modifier, so she can make it.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna do that. So, Vajra will lift up the black staff, and essentially, she just whips it in front of her as it magically floats, and it just begins spinning rapidly, essentially a magical fan, as she casts Dispel Magic to get rid of the cloud kill.
Very anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give
And
me
that
an
is-
arc check. Sure, you'll.
With my spellcasting modifier, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's Arcana, so that's using her int. Anyways. Yeah. Alright, cloud kill disperses.
And I'm going to move her up here, mainly because I don't want to be on the bridge where pretty much everyone is getting the main fire.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be it for Vajra.
Okay. That is Amrigur. Who, the poor dwarven gentleman who's here against his will, obviously.
Obviously.
Bonus action, second wind, he's going to heal.
Alright, that guy.
Gotta love fighters.
He is going to... God damn it. Stop it. He is going to charge the dragon. Fuck it.
Wow, that's a big fuck it.
Massive fuck it.
Ducked it into the fuck it bucket.
He gets 3 attacks. So that's 26 for the first one, which I believe hits dragon. He has 19 AC. Okay, so that is 21 damage for the first hit.
Is anyone else gonna feel really bad if we get the dragon killed?
Yes.
Yes.
Honestly, I think you kind of organized that.
He can fly and fuck off.
Will, you're keeping track of the hit points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the second attack crits for 18 and then an additional 12, so 30 damage
On the dragon?
on the dragon.
What do these guys have against dragons?
I
And
think
then
Everything.
the
How much
third-
damage?
30 for the second one. So that's 21 and then 30. And then the third hit hits.
Oh, 21
15.
and then 30.
Yes.
I'm going to need scratch paper.
You can take it out of the token's health, I believe.
Yeah, but 21, 30.
So dragon has taken a total of 32 damage from the beginning of the round near it, then 21, 30, and then 14.
Is everybody here?
yeah, we're here.
I mean,
Sorry.
That was just a
Silence.
lot of fucking damage to a
It
dragon.
Dragon can tank it. It's okay. Shadow, you're up, and the cloud kill is gone. Look at that.
Wonderful. Alright, so let's see. She's going to go see what's going on out here real quick, or at least peek around. Giving away her position, of course, you know?
Mhm.
And, who can she actually hit besides Edgar from there?
She can see the likeness of the many-eyed god, the Grell, Gnarl, And yeah, I think that's what you have sight on right now.
Okay.
And it's-
I just want to make sure I don't want to. Okay. Alright, and that's the grill there.
Yep.
Okay. She's going to pull out her bow and arrow, her long bow, and she's going to Burrell.
You have advantage because it's illuminated by fairy fire, so that's 23 for 11, and you get sneak attack off on it, I believe, because you have.
Okay.
Yup.
So I will. What is it? 2d6, because I don't have it checked on here. So an
Who is
additional.
she? Is she shooting?
Nice.
Another 11. Nice. That's 22. It is alive, though it is looking bad.
Who
Yeah.
is he shooting?
I hit the grill.
The brain beak thing with the tentacles.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Then I'm gonna back up, kind of doing the same thing that
Back up into the hole. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Following you is the grill itself, actually. Which it has a fly speed. Look at that.
Oh, great.
But how high can it fly?
It can fly as far as it wants, I believe.
That doesn't
Nice.
sound right.
No, it is listed as a hover, so I believe it has to get close to the ground, doesn't it?
Yeah, like levitate level. Or
Yeah.
actually, no, levitate's 60 feet up, so. Actually, no, levitate allows you to be 20. Like, when you cast it on someone, they're immediately 20 feet above, aren't they?
No, here comes the question. If it wants to climb a wall, can it just hover off the wall?
I
No,
think
no
gravity still
idea.
takes place, so.
Yeah, so I'll have it, since it needs a way up, because honestly, you guys are pepper guys out away from them to really.
If anything, I would say allow it athletics with advantage, personally, to climb
It's-
something.
No, it's gonna spread out because they've tried the two doors closest to you guys so far, and it's going to move up to the next set of doors and try those as well. It has, yes, it's smart enough to destroy. So it's going to move up to the next set of doors, which on the left side is third doors up, and it's actually ones that do open. So they have found a way up.
Laughs in barbarian.
I am going to need to come up with a new character concept.
Are you dead?
No, it's fine.
You're not dead yet, and we have a healer.
I have two.
We
not-
have a healer.
I'm this many.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not just a healer, and he can heal. But I want to help him, yeah.
Meloon is going to team up and try to fuck up this dragon.
Of course he is.
I mean, what else is he going to do with his life?
Yeah.
He's also going to bonus action roll. Four attacks. Miss hits 16. Third one misses. Fourth one hits for 6. Yeah, he's not hitting as hard as the other guy. So we'd be back at the top of the order. So over the course of this round, we've had a small dwarf jump, become a dragon, breathe fire, and rope a good number of the bad guys here.
Just a bit thing. Can the dragon use his legendary things?
Yeah, he can use his legendary attacks too.
Oh, that's very true. I'm sorry, I haven't given pause to ask TSR or Will if you wanted to use his legendary actions.
If I may make
no.
a suggestion, the wing attack's nice.
Well, I mean, yeah, he would have done that. That's what I was checking on earlier.
Sorry. Then let's each reach within 10 feet of dragon. Let's have you do it now, if you don't mind terribly.
Yeah, when you have 3 nice ripe targets that are terrible at dex saves.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, totally.
So, DC dex saves for Meloon.
Did he pass?
Failed.
Ah!
Can you roll me 2d6 plus 8, Will, please?
There you go.
16, thank you. That pretty much negates the healing he did, but okay.
Yeah.
The Minotaur is going to just flat out die, because honestly, it's not going to have a chance to survive. And Amigo is going to make his deck 12, fails. The DC is ridiculous 22, so he takes. Okay, so that clears out the board of one more. Okay.
Nice.
So we have a number of bugbears dead, a gazer dead. Could have been bad news if it had actually stayed around. A minotaur dead. And the 2 fighters of the main guild looking rough. Alright, I know we've only gone through 1 round, but it is nearing 10, so
Yeah.
I think it's best to call it here. I apologize for cutting early again, guys, but
That's fine.
I hope it was
That's
at least
fine.
somewhat interesting and you guys are having some fun with a big climactic battle and getting to use
A dragon.
and a black and a nimble Raiden.
Yeah, man.
And yeah. That being said, I don't think I will be here next session.
Next session, the 26th, right? You did mention.
Yeah.
You did mention. In that case, I'll talk to you guys probably over the week more about this. But if you want, I would suggest a small one shot, or
Yeah.
if somebody else wants to run something as well, I'd be open to that. Let me know what you guys think.
The only thing I have prepared is my Christmas one shot.
Oh god.
It's pretty good,
I'm up to it.
but
Wait,
like,
what are the rules? We have to play like a weird thing, right?
Nah, man,
Yeah.
just be cautious about the abominable bugbears.
I
Also,
really,
the stoner druid, because he tends to eat people.
we'll see what we want to do.
Also, Santa Claus is a communist, man.
Hey, actually, I can start playing now. This was my last day of
Oh,
classes
nice.
on Monday. Nice.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can actually now play. Woo!
Yay.
All right. I hope you guys had a little bit of fun. I know combat slows things down, but I hope it's climactic enough to hold interest at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely will next session when all this starts going up the stairs.
Yes.
Mhm.
Finally has a way up so they can actually do something besides, fight the dragon.
Laughs in barbarian.
Let's see.
So I'll talk to you guys over the week. Finalize plans for
Actually,
Monday. And
If
I'll see you later.
Osriel dies, but
Yeah.
enough people survive, we got more than enough money for a res.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, what if you get disintegrate again?
That's
I-
all
I-
depends
I
on
kinda
how
hope
you
that
die.
happens. Kinda hope that happens now. 2 for
Alright.
2, baby!
Dear sweet God. You'd end up being like my Mind Flayer bait characters constantly. Like, you just start keeping track how many times it's happened now. Anyway.
Don't worry. I gotta heal you in my turn up to next. So don't worry.
Alright.
Alright.
Also, we need to spread. See you.
Yeah. We really do.
Uh,
But we'll deal with that next time. I will catch you all later. And that all said, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you all did enjoy, a great way of showing that support, as usual, is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and by all means, sharing it with your friends. Especially if they're really into this nerdy D&D tabletop dice crap. Which I I am. I very much am. I love this stuff. It's hilarious. And for those that get curious about, you know, just getting into it, like, if this or Critical Role, I've said this a few times now, has, like, caught your interest enough, all I can say to you is, seriously, try it. Roll20's out there, and while it's kind of hit some points where I question the people that actually run Roll20, it is still a free platform, and it's still one of the most viable online platforms available to the tabletop community. That all said, once again, thank you all for watching. Till next time, kids, take care now. Bye-bye then.